Hello, my name is Emma, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit about pronunciation. I want you to guess what kind of pronunciation you're going to learn about today. Behind me, I have a bunch of different words. What do these words all have in common? What is the same about all of these words? Take a moment to look. Okay, if you noticed, they all end in I-O-N. You'd be correct. Today you're going to learn about how to correctly pronounce words with I-O-N in them. Okay? So one way to improve your pronunciation is learning about stress. When I talk about stress, I don't mean, oh, I'm stressed, I have a test. No, I mean stress is where you say something longer and louder. English is a stressed language. We have a lot of words where part of it you say longer and louder, the other part you say shorter and quieter. Now, a lot of pronunciation mistakes happen when students make incorrect stress patterns, when they don't stress words correctly. So today I'm going to teach you how do we put stress on I-O-N words, okay? So let's look at some of these words. I want you to listen. What part do I say louder and longer? Decision. Decision. If you said si, you are correct. Decision. Okay, what about the next one? Information. Information. Good. If you said me, correct. Situation. Situation. Okay, hopefully you said yay. And again, sometimes it takes a while to get used to listening for this. So if you're making mistakes, don't worry about it. It takes some time to get used to listening for stress. Question. Question. Okay, so this part is a little bit louder and longer. Education. Position. Position. What part is louder and longer? Right here. Okay. So we're almost finished with these words. Nation. Nation. Okay, if you said the stress is here, you're correct. The next one. Condition. Condition. Okay, this is the part that is louder and longer. Population. Population. Okay, hopefully you said the lay, population. And last but not least, attention. Attention. Okay, this is the part I said louder and longer. So what do you notice? Where is the stress on all of these words? What section is it? Is it at the very beginning of the word? No. It's actually on the syllable right before I-O-N. Okay, so for example, cation. Ation, question, ation, mation. So what you will notice is when we have I-O-N words, it doesn't matter if they're S-I-O-N, T-I-O-N, any I-O-N words, we put the stress right on the syllable right before the T-I-O-N, okay? So I want you to pause the video and try to say these words, placing stress on the parts that I've put a red line over, okay? Okay, so once you've finished practicing the pronunciation of these words, let's do a couple of sentences together to make sure you really have the pronunciation correct. So I have a very, very long sentence here, okay? And the sentence, the meaning is not important. This is only for pronunciation. My sentence is, the education of the population is a decision that needs attention. Okay, so it's a very long sentence, but you'll notice a lot of I-O-Ns. So again, repeat after me. The education of the population is a decision that needs attention. So let's say this quickly now. The education of the population is a decision that needs attention. All right, say it one more time just to see if you got it. Wonderful, excellent. Okay, so now let's do the second sentence. The second sentence is, the information on my condition results in more questions on my situation. Again, the meaning of this sentence does not matter. Let's practice the pronunciation of it. Okay, so tell me, where does the stress go? Is it here, 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 or here? If you said here, you are correct. So let's say this. The information on my condition results in more questions on my situation. All right, let's say this together. The information on my condition results in more questions on my situation. Now I want you to try this one time quickly. All right, let's see how quick you can do it. I'll say it my fastest. The information on my condition results in more questions on my situation. Okay, so again, there are thousands of words that end in ION, very, very common in English. And if you notice people, when you speak, are like, what? I don't understand you. It might be because of your pronunciation, and it might be because you're not putting stress on the proper syllables. So this is a way, anytime you have ION, you now know where to put the stress, what parts to say louder and longer. So I want to invite you to our website, www.engvid.com. There you can practice your pronunciation in terms of a quiz. You can do a quiz to make sure you know where to put the stress. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more pronunciation videos. Until next time, thanks for watching and take care.